What's up, everyone? The first power of Veto has been won this week, plus the leftovers is officially dead. We've got so much to talk about, so welcome to your live feed update. Alright folks, now right before we get started, if you haven't already and you want quick, concise and fun Big Brother videos on your YouTube feed, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and also hit the like button and the bell icon to get notified every single time a brand new upload goes live. Okay, the nominations have been made in both Big Brother fests. We'll start with Big Brochella. It was kind of what we predicted there. Michael decided to nominate folks. Prepare yourself. Jasmine and Monty for eviction, with Jasmine as the intended target. Big Brochella has officially played in the veto competition, so we'll get onto that a little bit later, but we'll discuss nominations a little bit more at the moment and solidify on who is most likely going home this week now that the veto has been won on that side. But then we look at the other side, which is Direfest, where Terrance is in charge. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so we talked briefly yesterday about how Terrance was all of a sudden deciding, I'm going to keep the showmance intact of Kyle and Alyssa and target everybody else. Now, I do understand there is merits to that to some extent, but at this point, a move like that almost ensures Terrance will be walking out in third place. Yes, it might buy him a few more weeks, but I don't think it gets him any further, especially when Carl's basically straight up telling him, I'm going to do whatever it takes to keep Alyssa in this game and I will betray anyone so Alyssa and I can make it further. It's a rock and a hard place, right? But there's a huge flurry all over social media right now where people are saying when there's a showmance in the house, you target them. You don't wait around. You don't wait till the fight. It's too early. It's too early. Take the showmance out. I'm interested to see what the majority of us Big Brother viewers as a whole would say, because I feel like we've got a broad spectrum. Just looking at my analytics, I've got people of all ages, from all over the place. So I'm curious to know, folks. Let me know in the comment section below. If there was a showmance in a season that you were in, would you target them? Would you make it a priority to be breaking them up? Not getting them both out necessarily, but taking one out so at least you've kind of dissolved half the problem. That's what I'm very curious about, because I'm interested to see the folks who go, no, I want to ride it out with the showmance, and I'm interested to see, and I want to know your reasons why you would want to ride out with the showmance, and I want to know the people who go, no, let's chop them in half right now and take care of the problem sooner rather than later. I'm very curious, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. But anyway, moving on from that, Terrance decided to nominate Joseph and Turner. It's a very depressing week in my eyes. Those two guys are two of the best in the house, and it appears that if the nominations stay the same at Direfest, Joseph will be heading home, and if Joseph comes off the block, Turner's going to be heading home. So it's a depressing state of affairs that we are almost indefinitely losing one of those two this week. Very sad indeed. Instead, we get the 10-second showmance. Back to Big Brochella now, and let's talk about the veto competition. So, folks, a massive congratulations to Brittany. Brittany has won the power of veto, ensuring that her and Michael have control over the entirety of this week. She is almost certainly going to keep nominations the same. It would not make sense for her to pull one down and Taylor to be forced to go up. It just does damage to both her and Michael's game. So huge congratulations to Brittany. Something to note is Tiffany from Big Brother 23 was hosting this comp, which is really, really exciting. So we'll get to see Tiff again, which I can't wait for. That's a silver lining, I think, against the fact that Joseph or Turner is going to be going this week. That's going to be good. I don't think she was there in person. It sounds like she was there virtually, but still, that's cool. I mean, it's nice to see a legend return, and I know there'll be a lot of people that go, Tiffany's not a legend. She is. She's a modern-day legend. I don't care what anyone says. She was a brilliant strategist and a great personality on Big Brother, so I'm very, very excited to see Tiff again on Wednesday. But I guess another silver lining for the Jasmine haters, or the people who aren't a fan of Jasmine at least, Jasmine is most likely going this week, unless something goes drastically wrong where they decide, we're taking out Monty. It doesn't really serve much purpose. Monty's going to be more of a loyal person to them than Jasmine, so it does make sense to lose her. I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to miss Jasmine in the house, but I will miss her diary rooms because, man, oh man, she's delivered some iconic lines this summer. It's tough for me because I truly believe that Jasmine, if she wasn't such a problematic personality, she would have been a legend, which is a shame. But we are most likely seeing Jasmine head to the jury house this week. And I mean, come on, if Turner has to go there as well, poor Turner. Can we just pray for Turner for a moment if he's going to be stuck in the jury house with Indy and Jasmine? Indy's not so bad, but I mean, you know, there's three of them. That's a concentrated effort of dealing with, for Turner, half Indy, half Jasmine. God help him. God save Turner. Okay, now for the moment everybody is talking about. Kyle has officially blown up the leftovers. It's officially dead in the water, and we're going to talk all about that. He exposed the leftovers and told Terrance and Alyssa everything. Here's my take on this before I jump into it too much. I think it's beneficial for this week for him and Alyssa to get through. It's marvellous gameplay because it basically makes Terrance go, oh my god, Joseph and Turner were in that alliance, Kyle spilled it, let's take them out. But if we're looking at the overall picture, as soon as Kyle goes back into the final 8, into the normal house, presuming that the twist will only last 1 week, like Julie said, he's done for. He is done for. Michael's going to hate him. Brittany's going to hate him. Monty's going to hate him. The person that stayed out of Joseph and Turner is going to hate him. Taylor's going to hate him. It's kind of nice to see him shoot himself in the foot. Because the guy's kind of a jerk. And he is, in my opinion, and in the majority of people's opinions, he's thrown his game away for Alyssa and Terrance. Terrance is not going to win, of course, but how Kyle is going to get to the end now, he's going to have to comp beast his way because I hope Turner stays, or Joseph, or whoever stays out the two of them, because I really don't want to lose either of them this week, runs over to that side and just tells them everything about what Kyle's done and how he's been. I don't understand. He threw his game under the bus for Alyssa. And I'm not being funny, but I'm no relationship expert, but that relationship is built on insecurity. It's built on... It just comes across as like a high school relationship. It seems like just childish, and it seems like it doesn't seem proper. $750,000. I guess the heart wants what the heart wants, but if the heart wants insecurity and 10 seconds of heaven, then go for it. But I don't know, folks. What do y'all think of this one? Has Kyle been dumb to blow up the leftovers here? Because that's my opinion. It's been good for 1 week. It's got him through this week, but man, he screwed himself to take out... He's going to have to take out 6 more people to get to the final 2 after this. It's going to be a long haul if he wants to get there. But yes, he's telling Terrance and Alyssa everything, saying we formed on the vote where Amira got taken out, and then he started pinning it on Joseph and Monty, saying Joseph and Monty are running things and stuff like that. And then he's going, you know, Michael and Brittany are getting fed up with it as well. There's a lot to take in. Kyle is firmly becoming one of the most hated people in Big Brother history. And I'm not saying that from my perspective. I'm saying that from what I'm seeing on social media. Of course, social media does magnify things, but it also gives a kind of usually when you look at it in a fairer perspective, he is now possibly more hated than Nicole and Daniel, which is saying something. I'm not a fan of him at all, and Alyssa's not playing the game, which disappoints me greatly. You get those kinds of people every single season who really don't bring much to the game, and it's, as a fan watching it, it's excruciatingly painful because you know that in yourself, if you were to play Big Brother, even if you wanted to or not, you would give it 10 times more, and you know probably 15 people and their uncles and aunties and their dogs and cats that would also play better than that. So seeing Alyssa in there not doing anything is just... It's like she sits there, she goes on the butterfly pool floaty, and then she lies there, and then she comes back and then sits in the house more and does nothing, right? At least Kyle's trying harder. It just Kyle's a bit of a jerk, that's all, or a lot of a jerk. So it's tough. It's tough. I find it frustrating. I mean, you know, like I said though, there's people like that every single year who don't bring anything to the game. Clearly, recruits are there for the Instagram followers. It's painful to watch. It's like they don't do. How can you sit there and not do anything until you're the person who gets picked off? Unless Kyle's going to drag you to the final two, then you're going to lose the game. It makes absolutely no sense to me. At all. I mean, you know, we look at people like Sis from BB21. Nearly got that wrong there. And let's think of some other people. I don't know. Raven from BB19, who was the self-proclaimed puppet master. But we know she did nothing. She'll tell you she did everything, but she didn't. But she was funny. She was entertaining. It was a spectacle to watch. But anyway, enough about Raven. Let's get back to the sad situation of this week. So let's try and stay positive in the fact that we get to see Tiff on Wednesday. Jasmine's most likely gone, but unfortunately, all hell has broken loose in Direfest. Almost poetic, really, from Firefest. That is all of your live feed updates for today, folks. I thoroughly hope you all enjoyed watching. Please let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section below. I just try and cover all the key points in the day rather than going into every single intricacy. Yeah, and it's you know, sometimes I do go into the intricacies a bit more, but sometimes all you need is just those key points, and I hope everyone's happy with that, and I hope everyone's okay and still enjoying it. Big Brother, again, it's one of those shows where even when we lose hope, we have to cross our fingers and expect the unexpected, and that's kind of what I'm hoping happens this week. Somehow Joseph and Turner both stay, because I'm going to be really sad to lose one of them this week. It's going to suck, but let's try and keep the spirits high, folks. Hope everybody is having a good weekend. Happy Saturday, everyone. Congrats on making it through the week. You've done great. You are strong, and you're doing brilliant. Hang on in there. You've got this. But anyway, folks, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single last one of you. If you didn't hit the subscribe button earlier, please hit it on your way out. I'd appreciate it massively. Even if you got just 5 seconds of enjoyment from this video, it would mean the world to me. And hit the like button as well, all right? But folks, thank you so much for watching. In the meantime, I hope that you're staying safe, staying positive, staying healthy out there, and remember to be kind to one another. But in the meantime, please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, do all of that wonderful stuff. But until your next live feed update, I've been your host.